Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video, we will show you about our new tool, that is manufacturing production management system. After downloading it from our website, you can just extract the tool from this zip folder. Just right click and just say extract all. Extract. Now just right click on this and go to the properties, and first of all unblock this file, click on apply and OK. Now macros will be enabled for this file. Just double click to open it. As you open the file, it will show this login form. Here you can put the default credentials, which are admin1 for the username, and the password is ABCD small case. Now just hit the enter or click on login. This is the main page or the landing page. First we are showing this minimize and maximize button so that you can minimize the form and you can work on the Excel. And then we are showing this zoom screen. So if this form is not fit according to your screen, you can use the zoom and you can see the size is getting changed for all elements. Okay, if you take the mouse here, it will show the current zoom level, which is 98%. You can click twice. Now this is 100%. All right, here it is showing the name of the user and the role of the user who has logged in. Then we are showing the name of the tool, and here we have the logout button. Email us. If you click on the logout, you will be logged out from the system. If you click on email us, it will show our email ID so that you can just send us the email for any further information. You can click on this button to visit our website to see more tools and the templates. Now on the left hand side, we have given a navigation pane wherein we have given lot of buttons to navigate the different forms. The first one is the company information. If you click on this, it will open this company information form wherein you can update your company information like company name, address, city, state, country, PIN number, GST or the tax number. Okay, so this is what you can update here. After updating, just click on submit, so it will update that. Then we have the user management. If you click on the user management, it will open this user management form and you can just enter the new user information. Let's say I want to create a new user as user1, and the password I'm putting small case ABCD, and I want to make this user as user or admin. You can decide that. Let's say I want to create user. Click on this plus button. That new user is available here. If you want to update any existing user, just double click. That information will be pre-filled, and if you want to change password, you can just update the new password, or if you want to make this person as admin, you can just click on this. Now this person is an admin now. Okay, now let me show you the other part. Like we have the machine master here. Just click on this. Now it will open this machine master form. You can enter the machine related information here. So first take the name of the machine. Then you can use this calendar to show the last maintenance date. Just select this. Let's say I'm saying last maintenance was 1st November. As I click here, you can see, and let's say machine name I'm putting here test, and this is the 1st November. Type of the machine you can select here. If you think the type of the machine is not appearing as per your requirement, you can just click on this plus button. Now it will open this type of the machine list here, and you can add new. Let's say I'm putting here ABC just for the dummy. Click on this plus and it is appearing here. Now if I come, you can see that is not appearing in the list, so I'll just refresh this. Now that is appearing here, so I can select that. Okay, now select the location, whether line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. If you think the location is not appearing, again you can click on this plus button. You can add a new location and you can refresh this, so that will appear here. For now I'm selecting line 1. Capacity, that is units per day. So let's say I'm putting here 500. And what is the next maintenance date? You can just click on this, and let's say I'm putting here 13 Feb. Okay, the machine status is active. You can select the under maintenance or inactive. So I'm taking here active, and you can just put here remarks whatever you want and just submit this. As you click on this submit, you can see the new machine is added here in our list. Alright, you can see that is appearing here. Now let me close this, or before that I will show you the filter by, sort by, and these button, control button option also. So let's say if you have a long list of the machine, you can filter, like let's say I want to select the location wise filter, that is line 1. You can type here line 1 and just refresh. So all the machine available on the line 1, even if you type here 1, that will appear. Okay, so like if I take here type and I type here A, so it is showing that. Okay, if type here B, it is showing this. Okay, so it will filter whatever you are providing the filter keyword. Then refresh this. You can use the sort by function also. If you click on this ascending and descending, it is getting sorted. Or if I select, let's say machine name, then this is sorted by the machine name, or let's say I am selecting by the location. So here you can see for the line 1 it is showing all the machine, then line 2, line 3, line 4, or by capacity also. Okay, so you can filter as you want. You can sort also as you want. Now in the control button, first we have given the update existing, so you can just select any record here and click on this. All the information will be pre-filled. To update existing, you can double click also, and on any record the same information will be pre-filled, and you can change the, let's say, type of the machine here and just submit. So that is changed, you can see. Alright, if you want to delete any record, you can just select that record and just say delete record and say yes, that record will be deleted. Okay, that record of the machine is not appearing here. If you want to export this information into the new Excel file, you can click on this button, export to Excel. Click on this, so that is appearing here. Alright, now let me close this new Excel file, and now you can close this machine master also. Now we will show you some other information also, like raw material master. Just click on this, so you can see this raw material master. You can put the item name for the raw material, the unit, like it is kg, meter, pieces, or if you want to add the new unit, again you can use this plus button, and reorder label also, like 500, 400, whatever you want, and put the remarks. Similar to that, you can just submit, and that raw material name will appear here, and we have added some dummy names. If you double click, that will be pre-filled, and you can change the information, submit, that will be changed. Okay, for export to Excel, you can use that, the data will be appearing here. Alright, let me close this, and now we have a manage drop down. In the manage drop down, you can select the various type of drop down which we are using in this system to create the list in the combo box. You can create that list here directly, or on the particular form, like in here we have this plus button, it will open the same manage drop down. So you can update from the plus button also. This is the same form. Now let me come to the employee master. Here in the employee master, you can add the information of the employee, put the employee name, then select the role, saved, and contact number, email, and the remarks like we have given here. And similar to that, you can use the filter, sort, and the control, so also edit, delete, and export to Excel. Now coming to the supplier master, in the supplier master also you can add the information of these suppliers from where you are taking the raw materials. Okay, the format is the same. Coming to the inventory part, here in the inventory you can add the transactions of the inventory, like you can select the raw material name, automatically it will take the unit, then put here transaction date, and then here you can take the in or out. Out means you are issuing the raw material for the production. Okay, or when you are marking it whenever you purchase it, just update here in, let's say I'm putting here 300 and put some remarks, and you can change this date of the transaction using this calendar and just submit. So that is added here. Okay, this record. Again you can filter the data by the date range, or you can take the all period data also using this checkbox, or you can take the start date and the end date using the calendar. Filter by, let's say by item name. If you want to take it, I'm taking here GI and refresh. So I can see this item whenever it is in or out, or you can take all transaction type, whether it is in. So I'm seeing all in. If I take here out, I'm seeing all out. So only one is out. Okay. So that is how you can filter this, and you can use the export to Excel also, filter data. Now let me close this one and come to the purchase part. We have this same information can be used inside the purchase also. You can use the all period, so it will show the all. You can input the information like supplier name, item name, whatever you have purchased, the quantity, unit price, and the total cost will appear automatically. Let's say I'm putting here quantity 20, unit price was 15 for example, so it is showing the total cost automatically, and you can just submit this, so that will appear here. Okay, now let me close this. Next one is the expense. So here you can update your expenses of the organizations. Like we just have given some sample expenses, like you are taking the raw material, equipment maintenance, safety, supply, and some others. You can just add here more using this plus button, and you can add more. Payment methods also you can just take here, and once you update this information, that will appear here similar to the other one. You can use the filter, date range, sort by, and the control buttons also. Last one is the quality control. So here once the production is ready, you can input the quality control information also. You can take the order ID. This is the production order ID we will show you, and then you can select the name of the inspector. So when you create the employee master here, and whatever role you select, it will automatically take the QA roles from there. Okay, so in the quality, you can select the order ID, you can select the inspector name, quantity checked, and the defect inside the quantity, batch number, defect type. You can just input here defect type. It will show the pass percentage and everything automatically, and you can just submit. Automatically the information will appear here. You can use the date range, filter by, sort by, and the export to Excel and the other things in the similar way. Then we have the report part. You can just click on the report, and you can fetch the report for the production order, quality control, expense, purchase, and inventory. Let me show you. If I select here production order, just submit, so it will give you the raw data of the production orders. Similar to this, you can export the quality control also. Click on this, it will give you the quality control. And if I select here purchase, this is for purchase. We don't have any information during this date range. You can change the date range also using the calendar. Now in the last we have inventory. If I click on this, then it will show the inventory information, all the items, unit, opening stock as of the date which you have selected, then in and out, and this is the closing stock. All right, now let me close this, and then we can come to the last is the user access control. For the user role, you can assign the access, like you want to update the transaction or delete the transaction. This is for the user role. Currently we have logged in with the admin role. Okay, and the other information also. So let me close this, and then if I come to this main section, again here this is the production order information. At bottom we are showing the total planned quantity, total actual quantity. Now you can use the all period here, or select the date range to see the production order for a particular month or for a particular time period. This is same filter by option. You can filter by the machine, so you can just put here machine wise. Okay, and sort by, and you can click on this add new button to add the new production order, and you can just input the PO ID or PO number, and then operator name, select from this drop down, and if you want to add new, then it will open that employee master. Okay, then here you can input the product name which you are creating, the finished product, and then planned quantity, actual quantity, batch number, and then put here start date, end date. Okay, machine name, and just put here remarks and submit. As you submit, that information will appear here. If you want to update any existing information, you just have to click double click on this, and that will open that form, okay, which you can just update the information. If you want to delete any record, just delete or export to Excel. That information will appear here. Alright, so that is how you can use this. And if you want to log in with the user role, you can log in with the user role also. In the user management, we have this user role. As you log in with the user role, it will not show this user access control, and inside that we haven't allowed the delete transaction, right? So user will not be able to delete any transaction. If I log out from here and let me open it with the user role, I will quickly show you. If I use here PK, which is user, and ABCD in the small case, if I try to delete any transaction, it will show this information: you don't have access of this button, please contact your admin. And this is for all. Like if I go to the machine, delete, then it will show this, okay. So I cannot delete because I am an user now, and I can update that. If I go to the machine, I can double click and I can submit this, okay, because we have provided the update access. So you can manage the access also with the user role. Alright friends, so that's it in this tool. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for the watching.